cap.
It's embarrassing.
It's happening, guys. Let me just move this up a little bit because I've moved something by accident. But we're here for we're almost at the end of the season. We're almost at the climax of the 2023-24 season. Time has gone quick, right? Time has gone quick. But we have our second to last home game of the season. Arsenal against Bournemouth, 12:30 kickoff tomorrow afternoon. Match preview. Let's get it. Can't even believe I didn't even load up my match preview on my thing, but I'll get it up now anyway. But we've got Bournemouth tomorrow, 12:30, and I expect nothing less than an Arsenal win. I'll be watching the game tomorrow before I before I have my boxing fight, as my boxing fight is not until in the evening. So I'll be watching this game. I won't be doing a watch along or anything, but I'll be watching this game. So let's get into it. Although they were run close towards the end, Arsenal took another huge step forward in their bid to win the Premier League this season as they ran out 3-2 victors over fierce rivals Tottenham Hotspur in the North London derby. Despite racing to a 3-0 lead before half-time, a mistake from goalkeeper David Raya spurred Ange Postecoglou's side into action. Now, we need no more of that. We need no more of that, man. Just please, don't do that to us. But Mikel Arteta's league leaders held out to extend their run to just one loss in 15 league outings, won 13, drawn 1. The Spaniard admitted that he was praying at the end, but again, the Gunners' defence held firm, something that has underpinned their success throughout the season. In fact, only 3 other sides across Europe's traditional top 5 divisions have kept more than Arsenal's 14 league clean sheets, a tally that they'll be desperate to add further to this weekend at the Emirates Stadium as they look to make it for successive league head-to-head victories over Bournemouth after winning the reverse fixture 4-0 in September. And I was in Athens. That was when I was in Athens when we slapped Bournemouth 4-0. I remember I was on the open top bus watching the game, and then got back to the city centre of Athens, and I did my match reaction. And I'm going on holiday again soon. Can't knock it, fam. Can't knock it. That could be easier said than done this time around, though, as the Cherries arrive in the capital on the back of an emphatic 3-0 win over Brighton on Sunday. That moves them into 48 points for the campaign, a new club record in the Premier League, leaving Adone Areola. You know what? You know what's good about Siri, right? He can speak shit for me. Andole Areola's men safely in mid-table and vying for a finish. See, that's what I like about Siri. I can just get it to read shit that I might not be able to pronounce because I don't want to butcher it. You get me? So, Don DeMarco for Siri. Now the visitors... Now the visitors will be looking to break their own record for the most wins taken in top flight season after drawing level with 13 victories that they managed during the 2018-2019 campaign, winning only one of the last 13 Premier League head-to-heads, drawn 2, lost 10. Rather sets the tone for just how difficult this latest outing is likely to still be for Bournemouth, however. Now, I don't get onto the whole players to watch thing, but we know Kai Havertz is on that list for us. So they've got a few players injured that will not play, and they've got 2 questionable. The only one questionable for us is Timber, lacking match fitness, it says under here. But I don't, like I said, I don't expect to see Timber until Everton last game of the season. I expect him to go off the bench, bare minimum on the bench at Old Trafford, bare minimum. But I don't think he'll be on the bench out there. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna stunt. So the head-to-heads, we go by Arsenal's last 5 games, Bournemouth's last 5 games, and then both teams' last 5 games against each other. Now, Arsenal's last 5 games sees Arsenal win 3 of our last 5, losing 2. So we start top down and we go with Arsenal's last game, winning 3-2 at Spurs. Before that, slapped Chelsea 5-0 at the Emirates Stadium. Before that, beating Wolves 2-0 at Wolves. Before that, losing 1-0 at Bayern Munich to get kicked out of the Champions League. Before that, losing 2-0 at home to Aston Villa. Now, Bournemouth's last 5 games, a 3-0 win at home to Brighton. Before that, a 1-0 win at Wolves. Before that, a 3-1 loss at Aston Villa. Before that, a 2-2 draw at home to Man United. And before that, a 2-1 loss away at Luton, which means Bournemouth have won 2 of the last 5, losing 2 and drawn 1. Now, last 5 matches against each other sees Arsenal win 4 of the last 5, drawing 1 against Bournemouth. Last time we played them, we smoked them 4-0 at their ground. Before that, we beat them 3-2 here at the Emirates last season when Reece Nelson the team. You know what I mean? Scored a last kick of the game, essentially. And we thought that meant something. You know what I mean? We thought when Reece Nelson scored that goal, right, there was people that genuinely thought, look, we're going to win the league, blah, blah, blah. Only to find out.
Emotional damage.
You know what I mean? But before that, we beat them 3-0 at Bournemouth. And then we didn't. Last time we played them before that was 2020 in the FA Cup, to which we won 2-1 at Bournemouth. Before that, and that was on our run for us to win the FA Cup, because that was on the 27th of January. You know what I mean? That was our pattern. Anyways. And then before that, in the Premier League, we drew 1-1 away at Bournemouth on Boxing Day of 2019. So, yeah. It is what it is with that. We're quite dominant over Bournemouth. I hope my neighbour's Wi-Fi ain't playing up. So I'm seeing that Wi-Fi symbol at the top there. But yeah, Premier League standings. Arsenal, top of the table, game in hand over Manchester City. We're on 80 points, a point clear right now. Liverpool are on 75 points. So I don't think we need to worry about Liverpool now. It's just Man City now. We just need Man City to lose a damn game. They've got 4 games left to play as Man City. We've only got 3. Let me just check their fixtures. So they've got Wolves tomorrow evening at home. And then after that, they've got Fulham away at 12:30 on the 11th. And then we go to Old Trafford after that, the day after, which is the 12th. And then they play their game in hand against Tottenham. Oh man, honestly, it's everything's on that United game. We need to beat Bournemouth, which I think I'm sure we'll beat Bournemouth. If we don't, that's done. That's it. You know what I mean? That's it. You know what I mean? Because if we lose, we need Man City to lose. And then it's you know what I mean? It just messes things up. But yeah, it's Bournemouth for 10th in the table, so they're essentially on the beach. But you never know, because a win for Bournemouth will take them 8th. Well, no, it'll take them 9th. I think Chelsea have a better goal difference than them, but yeah, because Bournemouth on -8. So they go 9th. 11 points with Chelsea. If they were to win tomorrow. And, how much do Bournemouth care about finishing as high as they can in the table? You know what I mean? How much do they care? I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying how much do Bournemouth care about that? You know what I mean? Let me just check something. Yeah, that's fine. So it's one of them things, isn't it? But yeah, I mean, Man City play Fulham before we go Old Trafford. The only way. Hang on, let me look at the table again. Oh, I'm not looking at it. So we're on 80 points. They're on 79. If we beat Bournemouth tomorrow on 83, if Man City were to lose tomorrow, they'd stay on 79. That's 4 clear. And if they were to, Man City won't lose 2 games on the spin. Not at this stage. But let's just say, by a miracle, Man City lose the next 2 games. We could actually win the league at Old Trafford. That's the only way. Because it would be 4 clear. No, actually. No. Yeah, it would. Because we'd be 7 clear. If that happened. Yeah, we'd be 7 clear if that happened. So, yeah. The only way Arsenal could win the league at Old Trafford is if Man City lose the next 2 games and we beat Bournemouth and Man United. That's the only way. Because then the maximum points Man City could get will be 6 from the last 2. And we'd be 7 ahead if that scenario played out. Yeah. So it's going to go down right to the wire. If Arsenal win tomorrow, Man City win tomorrow, and then Man City beat Fulham, and then we beat Man U, which I don't think we will. As I said before, I think I said right at the start of the season, if we're in the title race going into the game at Old Trafford, they'll stop us winning the league, if anything. You know what I mean? I want to, going by our way form and everything like that, I want to sit here and say we'll take care of Man United, but I just can't. Because Arsenal have gone there and have not proved that we've got over that hurdle. You know what I mean? We went to Man City, didn't win. You know what I mean? This was a season where it's like, right, show us that you can go there and win. You know what I mean? Despite how shocking Man U are, they'll definitely turn up for that game. So, it's literally going to go down to if we beat Bournemouth, we're on 83. Man City will be on 82 when they beat Wolves tomorrow. So then we go into that Old Trafford game on 83. No, but we go into the Old Trafford game second because Man City will beat Fulham. Yeah, and then we'd be 2 points behind. Yeah, that's how. So yeah, we'd be 2 points behind. We'll be 2 points behind Man City going into that Old Trafford game. Yeah, but it is what it is. Anyways, I didn't see the comments. I did not see the comments. I wasn't looking. YG City are dropping points 100%. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. It's just whether we win all of ours. Yep, that's true. That's true. Bournemouth will be easy. New United. Yeah, I don't think Bournemouth will be a slouch. And I forgot to give my thingy. Ten Hag hates us, so he won't want to lose now, especially after the way he lost at the Emirates. And man was still going on about it 6 months later. Yeah, he's definitely got a. Ten Hag definitely wants to prove a point. But my score prediction for this game is I'm saying Arsenal 3, Bournemouth 0. I'm going with a 3-0 win. I just think a bit like the Wolves game, I think it'll be like that. When we beat Wolves 2-0, I think it'll be that kind of game. But you never know. Bournemouth gave us a scare last season. Yeah. So you just never know. You just never know. But, we need to keep the pressure. we need to keep the pressure. Yeah, Timber's back. I don't think he won't be involved in this game though. On here it said match fitness or something like that. So I said earlier, bare minimum, the absolute minimum we will see Timber is on the bench at Old Trafford. Otherwise, I'm saying he'll be on the bench against Everton. I mean, he'll be on the bench for that game, and it's a shame because the way he played in the Community Shield, he played so well, and then he came off, and then they scored from his side, from him not being there. You know what I mean? We took him off, brought Tini on, and then we conceded. Timber was class in that game. Then unfortunately he gets injured in the first game of the season, and now look where we are now. We're on the third to last game of the season, and he's only just like coming back, kind of thing. So it's disappointing. It's disappointing. Sometimes you stop and think. Imagine if we had him, throughout the season, kind of thing. What striker do you want in the summer? I'm hearing that we're interested in Kudus from West Ham. I wouldn't say no to him. I wouldn't say no to Isak. The thing is, Isak is a player I can actually see being our number 14 and somewhat having two bit of number 14 outputs. I can see that. My only thing is injuries. That's my only thing. Is he going to come here and it's going to be, the hype? Look how gassed we were when Jesus was doing bits and then he got injured. And then look, you know what I mean? I don't want that to happen again. But if someone said you're getting Isak in the summer, at first I was like, nah, injury prone, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I think one, he'd love to play for Arsenal. Two, it'd be like when we signed Rice, look how gassed Rice was to play for us. I think it'd be like that. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say no to that. I think it'll be 2-0 and get the job done. Following weekend, I believe Spurs got City. And that would, when we go Old Trafford, that's judgment weekend for me. Well, the thing is, Man City will beat Wolves tomorrow, but then they play Fulham before we go Old Trafford. They play Fulham next Saturday at 12:30. And then we go Old Trafford the Sunday. So if Man City would, that Fulham game is more if City are going to drop points in the next two games, it'd be that one. It won't be Wolves. You know what I mean? So if City were to drop points against Fulham, right, that keeps them a point behind us. That keeps them a point behind us going into the Old Trafford game. And if we win that game, then we go 4 clear, and then City have 2 games spare. Had it not been for the 2 games spare, that could have won us the league. You know what I mean? But they've got Spurs. It's literally Spurs. Spurs are the ones really that are going to decide this. You know what I mean? And how ironic would it be for Spurs if they're going to beat anyone to beat Man City? How ironic would that be? Regardless of if we beat Man U or Bournemouth or not, how ironic would that be if that was to play out? Timber's going to have the same effect as what Sleeper did, mark my words. Well, I hope you're right, because from what I saw in the way he played in the Community Shield, to me, it looked like he'd be that kind of player. He'd be our fullback Saliba kind of thing. I want Isak. He's the one. Kudus is a baller. Fulham or Tottenham is where City drop points. I'm calling it. That's where they'll most likely drop points, if they're going to drop points anywhere. I can't see City dropping points on the last day of the season and fumbling the league. I just can't. That's something I cannot see happening. But then again, we've never seen City bottle a league title like that. We've never seen it. We've never seen it. Anytime they're in this kind of stage of the season, they always get over the line. You know what I mean? They always get over the line. That's the thing. But if I could see anything, it'll be they'll drop points in either one of them 2 games. But we just need to win all ours. proper Spursy thing to do is win us the league. That's the thing. It'd be just so ironic. They got smoked. Well, I wouldn't say they got smoked, but they're on the brink of getting smoked by us. But they still got dealt with. Then Chelsea dealt with him. They're going Anfield next, and then they've got Burnley, and then they've got Man City. How ironic would it be if Spurs get something? You know what I mean? Spurs play the defend for their lives against Man City, especially if Aston Villa drop points. You know what I mean? Especially if Aston Villa drop points. Yeah, I'm looking at our Fulham Spurs game where City drop points, but where Spurs are losing even dreadful Chelsea, I just don't know. But then they could be truly Spursy and beat City. That's the thing. Even though Spurs are horrible from set pieces and all that shit, just imagine that game against Man City is when Spurs do everything right. You know what I mean? Because anybody looking at that game on paper, Spurs are getting slaughtered 6-0. You know what I mean? But even if Spurs lose that game, I don't think they'll get beat like that. I don't think... If you look at the way Man City have played against some of the teams this season that we've played against, we smoked Sheffield United 6-0. Man City couldn't do that. We smoked West Ham 6-0. Man City couldn't do that. You know what I mean? We slapped Chelsea 5-0. Man City couldn't do that. You know what I mean? So you're seeing these results where we're pamming teams and City can't even do that. You know what I mean? So even if City win at Tottenham, they won't go 3-0 up the way we did. They'll probably win a narrow 1-0 like they did in the FA Cup again. But then again, you never know. Foden might go on a madness. He always does at this stage of the season. Iwobi could be the guy, you know. He could be the guy. Maybe he might do something. But, yeah. Then again, it was a Fulham player where I saw a video and one of the Fulham players, he was on West Ham's Antonio. He was on his podcast. And they were talking about that blue card shit that they were thinking of bringing in football. Sin bin or whatever. And he was saying he'd take that at the Etihad so he can have like 10 minutes off. You know what I mean? Just because it gets too bit of tough at grounds like that. And I heard that shit and I thought to myself, that is why Man City also walk away with league titles, because when they're playing these bum teams, especially at this stage of the season, these men want to chill out. You know what I mean? When it comes to top teams, right? Top teaming, these small teams, you got players in there that think, can't be asked today. You know what I mean? Oh, got Man City later. You know what I mean? That's how these men think. Don't think they don't. These men well and truly think like that. You know what I mean? Just think of a hard day's work that you know is coming up and you can't be asked doing it. That's how these players see Man City. You know what I mean? Halen boy's going to do something for us out. I hope he does. But it's the rest of the team as well. You know what I mean? Did you see West Ham's Antonio talk about trying to beat City last year? It seems to help Arsenal win the league for them to try and get European spot. Yeah, I see that. I seen that. But we'll see. West Ham going to Man City last day of the season, getting something. Very unlikely. I saw that Warren Antonio's a Gooner. Probably is. He hates our fans though. Can kind of get why. I didn't even know if he hates our fans or not. I don't know anything about some of these footballers, but if anyone's going to get anything about against Man City, it's either Fulham or Tottenham. Fulham just because it's at Fulham. Tottenham because it's at Tottenham, and the way Tottenham play against Man City, you know, Tottenham are on it. You know what I mean? When it comes to Man City, but yeah, this game tomorrow, I'm saying 3-0. Anyways, guys, I'm done with this video. Let me just get to this comment. We've been the most hated one. We've been a sleeping giant for far too long. All the shit they talk about us, all the narrative they create in the media, they'll all be silenced soon. I hope that happens, that we silence them all. Because I'd love to know what these men are going to say. Yeah, ages ago you talked about how delusional some Arsenal fans are, and he ain't wrong, to be fair. Nah, he's not. He ain't wrong. You know what I mean? We know every fan base has delusional fans, but you know, He ain't wrong there. Anyways, guys, I'm done with this video, this match preview. This is my last match preview where I'm advertising my boxing event that I have tomorrow. So I'll be boxing around about probably after 7, because I'm the 4th fight in. So yeah, it's been a mad 3 months. 3-month training camp. After that, I'm going on holiday in not this week, the week after next. I'm going on holiday for a short holiday because I've earned it. 12 weeks of training. And yeah, fight night tomorrow night. Yeah, the link is in the description below, the top link. If you want to donate to my charity, you can still do that. But yeah, big day tomorrow. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get as much rest as I can before tomorrow. Big up YG, get the KO. Yeah, I'll be chasing that KO. I'm going to be chasing it. Do what I can. You know what I mean? Do what I can. I'm going to do what I can. Anyways, guys, as I said, the match preview, I'm going with Arsenal 3, Bournemouth 0. So yeah, I'll be back for the match reaction and the verdict on, if I took the L or if I took the W, or if I'm not going to say the other word, because I have to add a massive pause on that. So if I took the draw, right, then you guys will know. But yeah, my match reaction won't be up until Sunday. Or I could quickly make it after the game, depending on time. But anyways, catch you guys in the next one. Big up all you guys that support me throughout the year, throughout the times that I've been on here. I know my channel's minute. I know that you have to have a certain amount of subscribers, and you have to be getting paid from YouTube in order to be able to post certain content, because that's just the rules of YouTube. But you guys are stuck with me even when I don't have shit. I don't have shit on here in terms of, I barely get 10 people watching my lives kind of thing. But some of you guys are here. Anyways, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.